get up because
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
I'm so lit right now, your life is so boring. While you're sleeping on me, I can hear you snoring. I'm so lit right now, my phone is always wet. Making vids right now, I'm gonna be the best. Lit up in T-Ville, and in high school, counting big subs. Okay, my first meal. All the boys go crazy off that first verse.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
This is Sydney, why you always eat at Taco Bell? Call up corporate cause you know I'm a big deal. Quesarito, yeah, you know it's my favorite meal.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
This is Sydney, how you do this while in high school. Making vids every day, yeah, I'm cool. Check my subs, 100K, yeah, you're a fool.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
For my real friends, add your handle. Comment section so lit like a candle. You tryna hate? Nah, that's a scandal.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
I'm so lit right now, your life is so boring. While you're sleeping on me, I can hear you snoring. I'm so lit right now, my phone is always wet. Making vids right now, I'm gonna be the best. Lit up in T-Ville, and in high school, counting big subs. Okay, my first meal. All the boys go crazy off that first verse.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
Hop up in my Hellcat, flexing on my haters. Ice on my wrist, plus all my meals catered. I like my Mountain Dew, all flavors.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
I'm so lit right now. Get your views up now. Buy her merch right now.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
We so lit, dab like this. We so lit, eat like this. We so lit, she's my best friend.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
I'm so lit right now, your life is so boring. While you're sleeping on me, I can hear you snoring. I'm so lit right now, my phone is always wet. Making vids right now, I'm gonna be the best. Lit up in T-Ville, and in high school, counting big subs. Okay, my first meal. All the boys go crazy off that first verse.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
Hello and welcome. We've got a Div B West matchup for you guys tonight. 10 Armor versus ReGen Blue. My name is Dr. Holiday. Thanks a lot for joining us here tonight. While we've got our teams filtering in, I've got a couple of things for you guys here as far as stats are concerned. Trying to up that production value, that NA production here in NGS. Two good teams here right in the middle of Div B, looking to fight for those playoff spots. Both these teams are really in need of these points for these games. So it's this is a game with consequences for sure. Both of these teams have a chance to make their way up the ladder and hopefully make it into that 6th seed spot. And so we're going to be looking for this game to see how that goes. Just to give you guys a little bit of information on these teams, I've got some stats for you here. Both teams pretty close as far as as far as like the win losses go. I don't know that all the information is in on these, but this is a pretty good snapshot of the season thus far. If you look here, both teams pretty evenly matched. KDA's very similar, average time dead in favor of ReGen Blue. I think 10 Armor gets a little bit more deaths there with their higher death percentage and death time. Hero pool very large for ReGen Blue, playing a lot more heroes than 10 Armor. Sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes that can be a bad thing, depending on how good you are with those other characters. But a pretty good hero pool for both these teams. Average length of game, very close. Both these teams looking to hit about the 19-minute mark for their games on average. And time to 10, very even as well. Time to 20, also very even. So both these teams very evenly matched. A good Div B matchup we've got here. Like I said, both of them kind of sitting in a similar spot in the rankings right now and looking to hit those playoff spots. Really looking forward to this match. Just to take a look at 10 Armor stats individually. They've got a couple of members that play these games, so not everybody's in every game. But if you take a look here, the Dragon, who is not here tonight, we've got a sub in his spot, but he was sitting at the highest KDA for his team. Everybody else sitting around the same. Lampico, the healer, has a pretty good KDA though for his team at 3.7 KDA. Kill participation pretty even across the board for the whole team, and deaths fairly similar as well. Jestrin and Dagny leading the charge with those deaths per game, sitting at 4.3. You know, team's doing really well. I'm going to pull this over a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see this as I pull it over just to take a look at some of these other stats. The healer, Lampico here in the second line. Sorry, this is bad, but with the healing sitting at 60k healing per game average, so pretty good healing there. Switching over to ReGen Blue, we've got some stats here for you. Mongoose leading the charge as the tank with the most games on his team. They also have a couple of members on this team showing up for their games, and some role swapping as you see in there. A little bit of everything for everybody. Let's see here. KDA highest for Jet, usually leading the charge with the damage. He also has the top hero damage for their team, and really looking to you know, lead the team in damage. However, for ReGen Blue, they've got some. Jet is not in this game either, so both teams without their top damage, top KDA person in the game. So it should still be a pretty evenly matched game with that in mind. Just checking to see if everyone's ready. And then let me show you the healing there. Osteel at the bottom and Kicks are generally the healers. So let's take a look at their stats here on the healing. 29k and 53k. The one thing I would say about that, because they're playing different roles, it's going to shift those numbers a little bit. So, as I said, pretty evenly matched for both these teams. And so really looking for a good game here. And we're going to jump right into it. Towers of Doom. It's going to be our first map.
Of Doom.
Picked by ReGen Blue. Heavy rotational map. A lot of control focus on the bottom of this map, and so we're probably going to be looking for Dahaka. Is very popular in the solo lane here. Something that that I'm interested to see if these teams go with some of those globals. Other healers other heroes like Diablo or even Mongoose on ReGen Blue has really been in favor of the Muradin for a lot of time. And so it'll be interesting to see where they go with their tank choices. Genji is the first hero banned out on the side of 10 armor. Not wanting to deal with him, even with his recent nerfs. They definitely seem to keep trying to nerf Genji into the ground. I was looking at his win percentage today, and it's hurting pretty bad. They're going to ban out the Mephisto. He's just kind of been a thorn in the side of a lot of these NGS teams right now. It's always difficult when a new hero gets introduced in the middle to end of an NGS season. You know, you're riding for so long with a certain character, and or with certain comps, and then a character comes in that's very disruptive. Mephisto is disruptive. He's a good hero. So is White Man. And there's two of our new heroes during that. And thanks a lot for the follow, Ragnarok. Appreciate it. Yeah, and so White Man, Asmodan's still sitting pretty high in the win percentage column, and Diablo taken right off the bat. That's a highly contested hero here. Especially on this map, a lot of good areas for him to get the wall bangs off on, and if 10 Armor has been doing their research, they know that Mongoose has been playing quite a bit of Diablo lately, so it's a good pickup for them to take that hero. See which direction ReGen Blue decides to go. 10 Armor should ditch Dave and snag Mongoose, O'Daver says. I don't know, man. Mongoose is a beast. What can he say? And they go with the Muradin Uriel. Really strong pickup there. Like I said just a few seconds ago, Mongoose really comfortable on Muradin. And Uriel, super strong solo laner for this map. Good to see that one there. And they're going to go into the Tyrande Tychus. Very strong pickups there. A lot of meta heroes we're seeing here. I guess Tychus is kind of not top of the meta, but he's still a really solid pick and able to burn down the likes of Yrel and Muradin very, very quickly if they can't stop him or if he has good protection. Tyrande, just still a really, really powerful healer right now. A lot of times you'll see her banned out, but neither of these teams chose to go in that direction. They opt to ban out Phoenix. If I recall, Yummy Cupcakes has been pretty good on that Phoenix. Been a really good ban for them. I think ReGen Blue doing a little bit of homework there, making sure to ban out some of those strong heroes that 10 Armor likes to play. And the Deckard ban, it's a really solid healer ban there. Even with his recent nerfs to Ancient Blessings and his shielding pots, he's still a very, very solid healer, able to offer that control, the roots, the slows, and his healing is still very, very good. See if they opt to go into a healer or wait. In this situation, you can go either direction, but usually waiting is probably not a bad idea to pick up your healer since the other team's not going to do anything with it. But they choose to go into the Stukov. Not a bad pick. We've seen a lot of good plays from Stukov. He has really good healing still. He still has the same problems that he's always had, but he still has all the benefits that he's always had with the silences, the slows, and if you're skilled enough, get that level 13 virulent reaction and get those roots off, which is really, really nice. Ragnarok says, thanks for casting. Yeah, thank you, Ragnarok. And we're going to go with a Leo to compete with that Yrel, and then Li Ming. Leo plays fairly well into Yrel. You know, I'd say that it's definitely, it comes down to a skill matchup a lot of the times. If Leo can land those, the life-sucking Fist of Death, he's usually pretty good. Li Ming, great at poking, especially on these shrines that they're trying to capture. But so is Hanzo. Both teams, very solid drafts. Very, very good here. The Jaina Stukov, one thing I didn't mention. Jaina Stukov, really, really good in combination, especially if Stukov can get off those roots. Able to root them in place, and then Jaina can just put all of her damage onto a target. You can really take out any target you want, even Diablo most of the time. So it's really good here by both these teams. Good drafts. Going into game number 1, really looking forward to this one on Towers of Doom. Shout out in chat, let me know what you guys are looking for. Which one of these teams you think is going to pull it off in this game. So Lucky and Yummy Cupcakes both not following the Skinner or the portrait synergy here. Both those players might be kicked off their teams after this because of that. We'll definitely be sure to report them for abandoning the team synergy there, team portrait synergy. But you know, honestly can't say. I think this is a really close match. I don't know that any team has a real big advantage in my opinion. We'll get started here. Game number 1 with 10 armor on the left-hand side, Dagny on Li Ming. We've got Lampico on the Tyrande, Jestrin on Diablo, Yummy Cupcake on Tychus, and Galt on the Lynch King Leoric. And then on the right-hand side, we've got Party Boy Corey on Jaina. We've got Kix on Stukov. We've got Larson on Yrel. So Lucky on Hanzo, and Mongoose on his signature Muradin. Good luck, have fun's going out, and here we go.
Let the battle begin.
All right, both teams. Owl being sent across to try to get someone. He's able to get a nice little vision onto Mongoose there. Team's poking a little bit of damage. Aether Walker. I didn't even know that was a talent. I have never seen that taken on Li Ming, but we've got it. Teleport costs no mana. Maybe going for the Calamity build here. There's a little bit of a difference there at level 1. They're doing a lot of damage to this Diablo. He's a little squishy before he gets his souls. He's got to be a little careful here. Dagny putting out a lot of damage onto Muradin. And team's going to rotate here, making sure they get the rotations. Diablo trying to get some interruption on those rotations. Oh, Tychus getting stunned, but the counter stun coming onto Muradin, and he's going to be bashed into the wall. He is really low, 180 health, but he's going to be able to walk away. Great job there by Muradin. Able to get out of that. Both teams missing a little bit of soak. Oh no, I'm sorry. Leoric came in to get that mid soak. And Yrel thought about getting that mid soak, but decided against it. They sent Muradin instead to capture that. 10 armor looking to get their camp really fast. They scout out the other camp and see that they haven't taken it yet. So they're gonna maybe see if they can invade. Nope, they're not going to. Nice dodge there by Yummy. And ReGen going to take it as well. This wall slam onto Kicks. The Lunar Flare misses, but they're putting a lot of damage onto Stukov, and he goes down. Grenade was not needed, but the Yummy Cupcakes threw it out just for safe measure. Good wave clear here by Jaina. Should be able to get these things cleared up as long as 10 armor doesn't get too much into their face, but Mongoose taking a lot of damage. Tychus able to do a lot there with that. And 10 armor possibly going for their camp. Nope. They're just going to wait. Hover around. Good clear there by ReGen Blue. Leoric doing a really good job here, getting a double soak on these lanes, making sure that his team doesn't miss anything. ReGen Blue. Good silence coming out from Stukov. Oh, good Lunar Flare onto the Muradin from Tyrande, and Tychus is able to secure that kill. 3 Alter Phase popping up here. Always the fun solo battle here up in top. Try to give these solo guys some attention as much as I can. They're going to trade these out here up top.
And claim the altars in my name.
Teams tapping up here on bottom. Jestrin getting low, but he's able to pick up a globe. He does have the Devil's Due. And Tychus, oh, he canceled that. I think that was an accident. He didn't mean to do that. Jestrin really low on the Diablo, and he goes down, but Yummy is able to capture the altar. So it may be worth it for them as long as they don't lose too much more here. Tyrande opting to go for the Lunar Blaze at level 4. It's a good talent for the follow-up, especially on the Diablo. You increases that range and then, of course, the damage as well. Tychus going for In the Rhythm, making sure to get a lot of that damage out. There's silence behind the wall, but Mongoose is going to have to back out because that Tychus damage is just hurting him quite a bit there. Oh man, so Lucky got hit by that one. And Diablo goes charging in. The Lunar Flare misses, but he's still going to go down. Yummy Cupcakes just getting a lot of kills on this Tychus, man. He is just performing really well on this Tychus, making sure to secure those kills for his team. Take a look at the damage here on the bottom of your screen. See that Leoric has done 0 hero damage, and so has Yrel. They have not been fighting each other at all up there, just mainly focused on clearing those waves. 10 armor making sure to get their camps again, wanting to establish this bottom control while Li Ming and Diablo clear up these right here. Jestrin going up for the defense. Gets onto Mongoose. Yummy in a bad spot, taking a lot of blizzard shots there. Tychus and Hanzo sitting at about the same damage right now. Both doing what they can for their teams. ReGen opting to stay down here while these altars pop to try to clear these up, and 10 armor looks like they're not too sure what they want to do right now, but they are going to be able to channel 1 very easily over here on the left hand side, and they're trying to delay this one as well, but ReGen Blue is responding. They're headed up. Larson getting flipped, taking a lot of damage, but is able to heal himself up, gets a good heal from Stukov. Blizzard is out. Yummy Cupcakes taking a lot of damage, and Galt doing what he can. Big shadow charge from Diablo, and they take out Yrel. Ooh, and a nice orb going on. Gets the reset. And the zoning is really good here by 10 armor with those kills. ReGen Blue just really doesn't have much that they can do at this point on this. Oh, and a big flip into that orb. Great play there by Jestrin on the Diablo, and good follow-up by Dagny. on Li Ming. And they're opting to get a little bit of extra experience here from these towers. Not a bad play here by 10 Armor. Mongoose doing what he can to soak up and clear up this lane down here. They didn't lose too much. They were able to do enough damage to those sappers. And Hanzo just completed his Scatter Arrow quest, so that'll help him as we move forward. Stukov opting for the Biotic Armor. Oh, so lucky. Doing a lot of damage, but great job by Dagny jumping into the brush there and making sure to avoid the Hanzo damage. Great job there and good follow-up. Good job by 10 Armor to help out their dying Li Ming there. I was saying before, Stukov going with the Biotic Armor. I don't know if that helps against the D. It won't. No, it won't because it's percentage damage, the trait for Tychus. So I'm not too sure that's the best choice there. I can see the reasoning, but I don't think you're going to get much value, especially because within the rhythm, I mean, most of Tychus's damage is going to be coming from his trait, and so you're not going to be stopping that much damage with that armor there. And not to mention you've got Li Ming as the other damage dealer on the other side. So 10 Armor doing a really good job making sure to keep these camps up and in rotation. Hanzo getting some poke damage up to slam onto Yrel, the entomb onto Yrel. Silence comes out though. Big arrow and silence. Yummy Cupcake getting taken down. He pops the Odin, but he's already dead. Can't pop Odin when you're dead. Kicks. Getting zoned out by the Leoric here. And ReGen Blue doing a great job here. Diablo goes back in though. He wants some more and gets knocked out by Larson. They're really trying to clean this up here. Tychus is almost back up. Let's see if ReGen Blue can make sure to get this. The orbs and the Lunar Flare coming out. This is the stalling power. Oh no, and Hanzo gets slammed into a wall by Jestrin. And they're going to get that kill, and that's going to give them the advantage here. The silence comes out to try to stop the Diablo. Mongoose is on the back line, doing what he can to do damage and disrupt that back line from doing too much to his healer. Another Entomb comes out, but it misses, and Larson is really low, and he's going to go down. The level 10s, what's that called? Water Elemental picked up for JNF, but it's pretty much just going to be a sacrifice while they lose another altar. Good stall there by 10 Armor. It was a good initial fight there by ReGen Blue. If they can replicate that success in these future fights, but then make sure to take what they can with it, it'll be really in their favor. You know, it was a good team fight there at the beginning. I think Tychus is definitely the person to go after. He's the one that's really disrupting your tanks, your front line. And so it's a good play by them. Just weren't able to capitalize on it. Yummy just sitting there putting out the damage at 66 stacks. The Hanzo Arrow comes out, Dragon Arrow. And we're going to get the invisibility and the healing from Shadowstalk. There's the Odin popping out again. Putting out a lot of damage onto Mongoose, but he's going to be able to Dwarf Toss away. The Lunar Flare misses. Kicks. Uses the arm to push away Dagny. Oh no, and Party Boy Corey's in a bad spot. Lightning Breath comes out and burns him down. So Lucky's down in the corner there. Oh, the arrow from Lampico gets the hit, but they're not able to secure the kill. But they are going to be able to secure this bottom bell tower. All the while, though, Larson has been up top, trying to double soak, getting what he can there. Bottom altar here. Only one altar right now. But 10 Armor is going to go and capture this camp. Really focusing on controlling this bottom lane. I really like this play from 10 Armor to make sure they do that. Yeah, Ragnarok says the QCDR is far better into that team. To counteract the burst with the slow. You definitely take targeted excision. For sure. Or even one good spread at level 4. But I agree, Ragnarok. And 10 Armor just defending this. Mongoose doing what he can. He's able to Dwarf Toss away. They're holding on. Galt is almost back. Let's see if they go for an Entomb play here. They're not looking for it right away. Gestrin is really low there on Diablo. ReGen Blue still in this. I've seen a lot crazier comebacks on this map. It is a map where you can get some really good comebacks. They are going to focus on this bottom bell tower, make sure to get it back in their possession. Mongoose anchoring for his team here. Mongoose almost stacked on his Stormbolt. Level 13's picked up for everybody. Looks like the talents are, you know, apart from the ones that I've already mentioned, are fairly normal for these teams. A lot of damage being done to this middle here. The wave is really crashing on that one, but they're going to look to get this. The anti-synergy there with the flip and the lunar flare. Usually you want to wait for the flip before you use the lunar flare. Another flip, a big entomb on 3 members. Jaina ice blocks, but Kix is not going to be so lucky to get out of there. He did not have an ice block of his own. He did have a massive shove though, and man, 10 armor just doing work with that Diablo right now. Good combination of the Leoric and the Diablo here. Leoric did go down, so it was a good kill on the side of ReGen Blue.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name. Enough of this.
Welly into a Diablo that didn't take spell armor and at one and a Leo Tychus. Yep. Although Tychus did not take the spell armor either.
Your powers will be mine, brave keeper, like all the others.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Ragnarok. Yeah, targeted excision at 7. My bad. Welly's being popped out here, that water elemental, but Larson getting stuck in the back, taking a lot of damage, including tower shots. The lightning breath comes out, and Kix is running away. That was an even trade though, 1 for 1. Solo laner for. Oh no, I'm sorry. Galt didn't go down. I thought he did. That little form there confused me. And they're gonna go for this, make it a 1-point game after this. 10 armor really just running away with this one at this point. Up level 16 to 14 right now, and really doing a lot to stop ReGen Blue. They're gonna get that. And then now they're gonna take this middle fort down here. ReGen Blue looking to recapture this bell tower, play Ring Around the Rosie with these bell towers right now. So Lucky doing what he can to try to get this before ReGen Blue comes down, but he's able to spot him out with the Sonic Arrow or the Vision Arrow, whatever that thing's called.
The altars rise.
And 10 armor backs off on it. I'm really surprised considering they still have level 16 talents. They decided to go for the safe play. Don't want to lose anything since they're so far in the lead. And it's a 2 altar phase. This is really hard for ReGen Blue to defend, right? They have to defend both of them. Where 10 armor can just go for one of them. And sorry, I do not have enough real estate space and cannot zoom out far enough in order to capture all the fighting that is going on between these 2 altars. But lots of fighting going on. Yummy Cupcakes looking to sneak this one right here though. But all the while, Leoric taking this one as well. But Jaina comes up for the stun. Mongoose is getting really low. The Fire Breath comes out. Out comes Shadowstalk. Down goes Mongoose. And now we've got Odin popped. They're looking to clean up. Larson taking a lot of damage, and he's going to go down. Oh, Party Boy Corey uses the ice block. He's still alive. But Leoric capped the top tower. GG. 10 armor goes up. 1-0. Alright, there's some numbers for you guys to take a look at. Good game there. It just seemed like the Diablo and Tychus really disrupted that front line for ReGen Blue, and they weren't really able to do too much with it, right? It just weren't able to really weren't just able to to do much with it. So I feel for him. But you know, it was well played by both teams. Leoric did a really good job double soaking in the beginning, really helped him get that advantage. As you can see, there's a discrepancy here, or a little bit of a discrepancy here in the XP gain there. So well done by the Leoric, by Galt. And then let's see here. Otherwise, you know, I mean, fairly even. I mean, Hanzo, Dagny with the Li Ming. You know, it's the damage and stuff was there. It just maybe the Tyrande was the extra factor, right, in those team fights. And 10 Armor just seemed to have a little bit more precise team fighting, going after a specific target. But Diablo can provide that for you because he's like, hey, I'm gonna wallbang this guy, go after him. So it makes it easy for the team to follow up, which is why Diablo can be a nice tank to have. Alright, here we go into game number 2. Let me just get the lobby created here. Next map is going to be on Dragonshire. This is 10 Armor's map. 10 Armor's pick here. Let me just get this all set up. Get these guys invited into the lobby. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about these teams. There is the 2-minute delay, so I won't see it till 2 minutes later, but you can still let me know what you thought about that last game. GG's already coming out in the chat. Just trying to get these guys into the game here. Here we go, people jumping into the lobby. Yeah, but good game by both teams. I do know that in the past, Dragonshire has been a map that that ReGen Blue has liked as well. So I think this should be a good map for them. And looking forward to another good game here. Ektar asks, who won game 1? That one went over to 10 Armor. Everybody's in the lobby, just waiting to get started here before we jump into this game. Got the ready from ReGen Blue. Just waiting on 10 Armor here. Oops. Here we go. Going into game number 2, Dragonshire. Alright, so this map again, 3-lane map, rotational heavy. Controlling of those bottom and top lane are going to be very important, as always. But even more so on this map, especially with Dahaka being very popular, globals in general being popular on this map, being able to fly between the points to get those captures. So we'll see if any of those are banned out or picked here early on this map. Ektar cheering for ReGen Blue because he needs 10 armor to win fewer than 5 games this week, so that he can make it into the playoffs. A lot of playoff teams in contention right now, wanting to make it into those playoffs. Like I said, both these teams can, I'm pretty sure both of them can make it into the playoffs depending on their record here in this last round. So these games mean a lot for these teams because they are, you know, they're going to have result, or they're going to have ramifications. These are not just, you know, these are not just throwaway games. The Genji and the White Main Band coming out again on ReGen Blue. Urel being taken off the board for from 10 armor there, though, on this map. Wanted to make sure that they don't get that again. Didn't seem to have too much trouble with it, but it's still something that they don't want to deal with, especially since this lane is very, you know, the solo lane is really important on this one. They don't want to deal with basically the best solo laner in the game right now. Deckard Cain being banned out. And there's that pickup on the Diablo. I like that pickup there. Make sure that the other team doesn't get it. Plus, you like it as well. Both games, first pick went to Diablo, so like to see that there. Wonder if they're going to pick up the Tychus again on the side of 10 armor. We'll see how they what they choose to do here. Like I said, yep, there's the Tychus. Tychus and Tyrande again. Just, you know, Tychus did so much to that front line last game. I'm honestly surprised ReGen didn't ban it out, but I mean, there's other ways to deal with Tychus. It's not the end of the world. I mean, Tychus is definitely someone that you can take out. You know, he's got a really short range. Tyrande, though, that's a really good pick. Tyrande really strong still today. Going with the Grey Mane, I like that. It's great follow-up into the Diablo if he gets a good wallbang. And going with the Phoenix, so them showing their damage really early here. Not worried about picking up a healer or their solo. They don't want to show their solo too early. Kind of try to play the waiting game here. That advantage goes over to 10 armor, though, because they can wait until the last pick to pick up their solo. We'll see how it goes. Ban on Alexstrasza there. Alexstrasza pairs very well with Diablo in a lot of ways, depending on what you build. And the Mephisto ban coming out. Not wanting to deal with that. I don't blame them. Really annoying hero right now. The thing with Mephisto is, when you're playing in these NGS games, is a team comfortable enough to pull the Mephisto out? Has somebody put in the time? Maybe they did their homework on them, and maybe they've seen this team has. I don't know. Maybe this team has been playing some games. You can check on the HOTS logs and see if they've been playing any Mephisto lately. It's possible. There's the Dahaka pick. And a Li Ming again. Li Ming did really well last game. Picked up the damage towards the end and actually got top damage, I think, if I remember correctly. And then Dahaka's just super strong on this map. Great pickup there by 10 armor. To get the Dahaka right away, just because Dahaka does so well, you know, on the shrines, moving and going to get the Dragonite. I was just thinking about what the next picks might be. Malfurion and Malthael. Malthael does really well into Dahaka. Well, yeah, it's a good matchup. Malthael can burn him down pretty quick. But it's still I'd say it's a pretty even matchup between the two of them. Malfurion really good. You know, it's a good healer pickup. He's still solid. He doesn't have his escape with the ice block. And I'm wondering if we might see an Arthas pick here. There it is. Arthas really strong right now, especially when you're talking about going into a Grey Mane Malthael. The Arthas really making his way back into this meta right now. I couldn't tell you why. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I just know where he's showing up more and more often, especially, like I said, when you're playing into a Grey Mane, a Malthael, even into Diablo. Arthas just is oppressive right now. He got a little bit of a health buff. He got a cooldown reduction to his trait, and so he's able to get a little bit more damage, a little bit more mana sustain, and so it's a good pickup there by 10 armor. See if it pays off for him. Not your typical main tank as of late, but like I said, he has been making his way back into the meta here. See him in HGC play, you see him in just your team league games, your hero league games. Definitely a solid take right now. So I think good drafts by both teams again. Both these teams getting what they want, I think, and doing a good job. On the right hand side, we have ReGen Blue looking to make this a draw here. Game number 2 on Dragonshire. Mongoose on the Diablo. Party Boy Corey on the Grey Mane. Kicks on Malfurion. So lucky on the Phoenix and Larson on Maltheo. On the left-hand side, trying to make this a domination to secure themselves some playoff hopes. Jestrin on the Arthas. We've got Dagny on Li Ming. We've got Yummy Cupcake on Tychus. Lampico on the Tyrande. And Galt on Dahaka. Dahaka going straight up for the top. Not looking for any of that mid-game madness here. Dahaka decided to join the party. See if there's any picks that they can find. Tyrande opting to go with the Celestial Attunement. I honestly am not too keen on that, as I definitely would have opted for something else there. It's still a good talent, but there's not many stuns except for the Diablo charge, really, that are going to be on this team. You can't cleanse the Malfurion root. It does not cleanse roots. Nice job there by 10 armor. Jestrin in some trouble right now, though. Gets the heals from Lampico.
Control them and let loose the Dragon Knight.
Both teams just doing what they can. Dahaka, man, this solo laner has been doing a great job. He misses the soak, but his intentions were well, trying to get in there and get the double soak on these lanes. Maltheo looking to do the same thing. Both these solo laners realizing their teams are not coming up for that mid soak. They're all about the team fighting, these 4-mans. Lampico getting caught out a little bit. The big root from Jestrin. Mongoose taking a lot of damage. Kix comes in for the extra help and gets some heals off. Jestrin going real low though. So lucky, teleports in. They're able to get the Tyrande and the Arthas there. The camp does go over to 10 armor, but they sacrifice 2 people for that camp. Dahaka doing what he can to keep control of this top temple. Since they've got 2-man down, he really wants to focus on getting that. So Larson and Galt duking it out. The essence is popped there. And right now, Larson is losing this battle. Well, no, it's evening out. It's like I said, it's oh, and Mongoose coming up for the assist here. Li Ming here to stall the mid. And I'm sorry I missed that. Malfurion got taken out there by Arthas. Trying to hold that bottom, you know, it's a hard thing to give up. Sometimes you really want to force it. It can be hard to give it up. And Galt on the Dahaka, getting this top altar. 10 armor gonna have control of both, but Party Boy Corey is here to delay the pickup. Nice root there by Arthas. And Yummy just, interrupts the teleport, but he's not able to finish off the kill. Mongoose going down. But, oh boy, gets rooted and stunned, and the damage coming out, but the counter damage coming out from So Lucky on the Phoenix, doing a great job with that. Gets rooted again. Arthur's really getting a lot of stacks here on his Frost Present. Oh, but Diablo going in. Party Boy Corey jumping onto Arthas, and they burn him down. Good rotations here from ReGen Blue to make these to make those kills happen. And right now, good stop there by Dagny. Oh, but he gets caught there. He's gonna pay with his life. But Yummy Cupcake is able to capture the bottom shrine. Galt and Larson still duking it out up here. Oh, Diablo in a rough spot, but he shadow charges the minion. Really good play there by Diablo to get out of that bad situation. The root on to So Lucky. Missed Lunar Flare. And the pings to retreat. Nice root again. They're following up. Is he able to get out? Stun, and the grenade to secure the kill onto Phoenix. Kicks. trying to help out. Not a lot of burst healing coming out from Malfurion, though. Not something you can expect to see. 10 Armor looking to grab their camp. Party Boy Corey on ReGen Blue picking up their camp. Really smart plays by both these teams to keep these camps going. The altar is in favor of ReGen Blue right now, but Dagny's there to defend. A little bit of action up here on top. Dahaka misses the tongue. Larson doing what he can to escape. Nice jukes. Dagny's up on the top shrine though, able to cap it back. Right now though, ReGen Blue has a full 1 level lead. And so they're going to be hitting their 10s very, very soon here. And unless, oh boy, missing some action here in the mid lane. Unless 10 Armor is able to do something about it, they're going to basically have to give up these altars because, or play some really good ring around the rosy with these shrines in order to make sure that they're able to do it. But Arthas coming up, gets the root, but there's no damage to follow up on this. And he's able to get out of that situation there. Great job by Party Boy Corey. So Lucky doing a lot of damage down here. Level 10s acquired for ReGen Blue. Let's see if they're able to capitalize with this advantage that they have. Bad rotation here from Lampico and Dagny. This is a 5v3 right now. Arthas gets shadow charged. Rooted. Get burned down. And there's the kill with the last rites. Nice play there. Great job taking advantage of that there by ReGen Blue. They thought they might get it, but Party Boy Corey might be in trouble here. He's got 2 members on him. There's the orb. Oh, it does not secure the kill though. Good teleport out there by Dagny. They're doing what they can. They're getting a lot of damage onto Larson here, but the whole team of ReGen Blue is coming in. The Fire Breath, the Salvo, and 2 members, almost 3 members go down on the side of 10 Armor. Level 10 still not there for 10 Armor. Dahaka doing what he can to continue to keep control of that shrine, at least until they get level 10, so that they can take an even talent tier fight. And right now, ReGen Blue doing a great job pushing their advantage, getting that extra damage onto those that fort wall. Level 10 acquired. We got the Shadow Stock, Army of the Dead, Odin, Isolation, and Li Ming has not taken her choice yet. Salvo, Fire Breath, Lightning Breath, Go for the Throat, Last Rites, and Twilight Dream pick there. Good cleanse there by the Malfurion. Yummy Cupcake's taking a lot of damage. And the Go for the Throat comes in. Dahaka's coming in. Down goes Greymane. Down goes Tychus. Mongoose in a lot of trouble right now, but they're all silenced. Mongoose, they're trying to kill him, but they're just not able to secure the kill, and they finally do. Kicks now in a little bit of trouble himself. All the while, Larson was up trying to capture this, but oh, down goes So Lucky as well. Good trade there for 10 Armor. 3 kills. 3 kills, right? 2 kills. No, 3 kills. Diablo just came back up to 1. Still haven't closed that gap though. ReGen Blue still up about a full level in experience, so they need to just keep making plays like that if they want to. If they wanna win this. Arthas just going in there to bug Larson. Good stun there from Lampico. This time opting to go with the True Shot Aura. Really, True Shot Aura is only really going to help Tychus, but it's not even going to help Tychus all the time. So I would have preferred to see something like, oh boy, he got burned down fast. The combos coming out from ReGen Blue are on point this game with the Diablo and the Phoenix Salvo. Just great plays. Good roots there too by Kicks. Uh-oh. Able to teleport out. Gets the root from Arthas. Level 13 online for Mongoose and crew. They're going to have to defend this one. Ming going with some interesting choices. I don't really see those too often. Relentless Soldier, going with the bigger they are. ReGen Blue looking to get some damage down onto this bottom fort. I think this is a good play by them. Remove some of the sustain. They've got this keep here. They were able to get the fountain. Nice job by them. Hashtag believe coming out by Dave in the chat. Cheering for 10 armor. Yummy Cupcake's in a bad situation. Dagny's teleporting back, earthing back. But Yummy's able to survive. Ragnarok saying the roots go out way too late. Not too sure which roots he's talking about on which team. I don't think it's Mongoose. Oh, maybe it is the ReGen Blue roots. Silence, isolation going on to Mongoose, but the drag is unsuccessful. Odin being popped here to try to secure some kills. The root coming out from Arthas, the good cleanse by Malfurion there. And they're going to siege this down, try to regain some of this control. Salvo and Lightning Breath come out. So does the Twilight Dream, but I don't think it hit anybody. Yummy Cupcake's going to go down, though. Good last rites and follow-up, go for the throat. But Dagny popping off with the Li Ming, getting 2 kills on the back line. This is kind of a slugfest here. 7 kills to 11. Dagny going up to this top lane. Gonna be duking it out with, oh, there's a teleport in. Hello. I am here, and Dagny taking a lot of damage. I don't think he's gonna get out of this one. Down goes Li Ming.
Oh, blow me over. That was embarrassing.
And now, oh, Mongoose, though, getting caught here. Gets hit by the Lunar Flare. Is able to shadow charge his way out of that one, but they're able to cap the bottom shrine. No Dragonite taken so far for either one of these teams. Oh, but Yummy goes in with the grenade. He might pay for it with his life. Let's see if he can get out of this one. He's just going to turn and fight, he says. I'm just fighting this one, but oh boy. Team split here a little bit for 10 armor. Level 16's online for ReGen Blue. Shadow Charge, the Devastating Charge, has 2 stacks out of 6 right now. Let's see if Mongoose can get that stacked up so that he can do a little bit more damage. Root misses. But Lempico, oh! And down at the bottom, so lucky, able to counter cap that shrine. Make sure to deny yet another Dragonite. Armor piercing rounds. Ooh, there's some weird stuff coming out. I'm not normally I'm not a damage main, but definitely some weird builds coming out here. 10 armor able to get this Dragonite here though in the downtime. It looked like ReGen wasn't too sure where they needed to go there, and so they're gonna pay for that indecision with a Dragonite. And they're going straight for this bottom lane, 10 armor is, to try to secure some structural damage here. Maybe they can try to catch up in experience. They are on an even talent here, though. Able to take that out. It doesn't fully catch them up. Arthas just charging in. No care in the world. The silence. The last rites, but it doesn't kill him. Army of the Dead keeping him alive, but the salvo and the fire breath come out. Down goes Mongoose, though. And Li Ming getting taken out by So Lucky there. But Larson is going to pay with his life, and it looks like some more might as well. Kicks in a really bad spot, but he's able to juke and jive and get on out of that alive. Great job there by Kicks, dodging all that damage there. But So Lucky, I don't know, he's playing with his luck right now, really wanting to go in there and do it. He just wants to teleport in. Diablo reset stacks down. Cupcake for the win, says Odivar. What kind of name is that, Odevar? Odevar? I don't know. 10 armor now trying to get control of some of these camps, but it gets sniffed out here, and they're going to say, nope. Good call there by 10 armor. Good vision provided there by Lampico with the owl to make sure that they didn't get collapsed on there. Oh, but so lucky, gets rooted, stunned, blown up. See you later. And Larson gonna pay for it as well. The body blocks coming out from Jestrin. Oh my goodness, and the roots, the harass, and the Twilight Dream hits nobody. You hate to see that happen. Oh, and the D, the Hunter's Mark. Boom, shakalaka. They're down. Yeah, Ragnarok says, how come Malthael did not take the self-cleanse? That is a good point. Lots of roots on the enemy team. That unstoppable would have been nice there, especially in that last little bit. Right now, 10 armor taking advantage of their team kills here. Seeing if they can get a fort, but Yummy Cupcake's taking a lot of shots from this. Party Boy Corey can go in with a go for the throat and just destroy him if he wanted to. Dagny's staying a little too long as well. He has no mana. Let's see if Dahaka is able to teleport in to get this. Nope, he teleported down, I think. Oh, he got the other shrine. That's what happened. Dagny has no mana right now. Yummy Cupcakes has no health. Good. Oh boy. That was an interrupt, but he's going to pay for it with his life. And Dahaka is going to be able to capture this Dragonite. Larson was trying to get that top shrine, but he just wasn't there in time. And now 10 armor going to work down onto this bottom keep to see if they can either end the game with their level 20 advantage. They've still got 40 seconds on the Grey Mane. Or at least get this keep, and they'll definitely get the keep. Good cleanse there from Malfurion. Gonna boot Mongoose out of there, and Yummy Cupcakes dives on in, jumps onto Larson, gets rooted, gets slowed. The salvo comes out. The silence, the Twilight Dream only hits Jestrin, and the Lightning Breath coming out as well. But it looks like 10 armor, yep, they're gonna go straight for the core. They've got a 75% health Dragonite. Phoenix goes down in the back line. Cupcake really taking him down there, but Mongoose is gonna get peeled away now. And this Dragonite is just too high of level. This is going to be GG for 10 armor. Oh boy. Almost a kill there. And nope. Nobody's going to die there. But GG by both teams. Odevar says, ask your mom. Why is my mom going to know what you picked for your silly name on Twitch? I don't get it. Ragnarok. Critical of these ReGen Blue picks. I think he's one of their coaches, if I remember correctly. So take a look in these in the chat log later on, ReGen Blue, when you guys are watching this for your homework or replay analysis. Good games by both teams. Let's see if we can get Lampico in here. Oops, gotta switch this over. See if I can get Lampico in here for an interview. Great game by both teams, though. Kills were even. You know, lot of early game control from ReGen Blue, but they just weren't able to hold on to it in the end. The rotations, the kills, the kill timers just got too much for them towards the end there, and they weren't able to keep control of the game. Really well played by both teams, though. Really good game, and we're looking to see if we can get Lampico into the lobby here for an interview. This will be the first time that I cast a 10 armor game and get to talk to somebody from 10 armor, so I'm excited about that. Let me know in chat what you guys think about those games. If there's any questions on that you guys have. If we go at least 2 minutes long for the interview, I might be able to see them. If not, I apologize, but you can ask them anyways. And yeah, but you know, taking a look at the stats we have here, So Lucky still just putting out a ton of damage. He put out a ton of damage in the last game on Hanzo. He did a really great job. Mouth-Yell getting a lot of good picks, but at the end, I think the Arthas roots and slows was just a little bit too much. Trying to get somebody here. Said maybe somebody else. See if we can get somebody into this lobby.
Hey there.
Hey, how's it going, Limpico?
Pretty good.
How do you feel after that domination you guys just had?
I thought we were gonna lose the second game. I thought the other team played really, really well, but we managed to kind of turn it on a team fight. It felt like.
Yeah, definitely. You guys were definitely getting beat there in the early game, but you were able to pull it out and get some of those late game kills and really turn it around, get those Dragonites. I don't think there wasn't a Dragonite taken until like level 15 or something like that. So
Yeah.
it was a really good play by both teams. Game number 1, you guys controlled it really well, though. What do you attribute that success to in that game?
I think we as you see from our other games, we kind of tend to play a little far forward, and we focused tonight on just saying stay back and just follow up, and we just maintained that the whole game, and we were able to keep cohesion, and it kind of worked out for us.
Very nice. I know you're not Dagny, but he played Li Ming both games, played it very well, it seemed. He was able to secure a lot of kills, get a lot of damage in, but his builds are you know, seem a little different from what I normally see on Li Ming. Does he normally go with some different style builds, or is that just, or do you not know? You're not too sure.
That's just his style, you know. You suggest the meta, and he says, "Nah, I'm gonna figure out my own thing." And that's just what he does.
Sounds good. And then with the Tychus, both games, you know, I think game number 1, Yummy did great on the Tychus. Both games he did great on the Tychus, but it really showed in game number 1 when they had that really powerful front line. Is that a favorite character of his? Is that something that just looked good in the draft? What do you think about that pick?
I think that's a strong hero for Yummy. He's been playing him for, I think, since Alpha, for however long the game has been out. So he can always pick him up.
Very good, very good. Well, I don't have any other questions for you. You guys are looking pretty good for the playoffs. You might get that playoff spot, especially with this domination. Do you have any other games coming up this week?
Yeah, we have games tomorrow at 8, as well as Wednesday at 8.
Very good. So you still got 2 of your games left. If you get those dominations, I think you guys should be able to secure your spot. Good luck with that.
And thanks for casting.
Yeah, definitely. You got any shout-outs before I let you go?
I would say shout out to Dagny for his awesome Li Ming play.
Awesome.
And shout out to NGS in casters.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you showing up for an interview, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Good
All right,
evening.
see ya. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here. Again, my name is Dr. Holiday. Give me a follow if you get a chance. It's just that little button up there. You just push. It's really easy and helps me out. And then follow all the NGS casters that you see here through NGS. A lot of good games, a lot of good teams that we have playing here. And we're in round 4. We're almost to the playoffs. A lot of these matches that you're going to see this week have playoff implications. They're very, very good and interesting games to watch. Please tune into them. It's fun to watch, fun to support the community, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot, and have a good night.
Yo, Paige, wake up! I'm coming to get you right now. We're getting Taco Bell. I'm so lit. Get up! Paige, get up because
I'm so lit right now.